Um, Good afternoon, and I'm presenting my project, a short project, and I tried my best, and also I edited it just last night. So I apologize if it looks hasty and crap. So, anyways, this is the Wiccan Religion, written by yours truly, Jay. What is Wicca? A basic question that everyone might ask. Wicca is a modern religion and has its roots to the ancient practices of shamanic ancestors. Wiccans believe in the honor of life-giving and life-sustaining powers of nature through the ritual worship and commitment to the balance of life in the planet. Although Wicca is a pagan religion, many Wiccans do not consider themselves pagan. Although Wicca is derived from many old pagan religions, at the same time they don't consider themselves pagan. Wicca is also a new religious movement, as it was classified by people who study religions and faith, where they encourage people to be more free thinkers, from what I read anyways, what it seems to be. They came around somewhere in the 1940s for those who wish to practice witchcraft, the stuff that Christians demonize on. And they simply grew in popularity in the past few decades. I don't think that it became immediately popular, though. Because, Christianity in the 50s. Oh boy. What do pagans, what do Wiccans believe in? Wiccans believe in both God and goddesses, two gods. I mean, I don't think that's new. I do believe that other religions do have more than one god, and they do worship other gods than one god. And by the way, Christianity, they have a very boring name for God. His name is God. What a boring name. There are more than one goddesses. In many Wiccan traditions, there are triple goddesses, which are the maid, the mother, and the crone. All these three are aligned with the phases of the moon: full moon, new moon, waxing crane, waning, forgot the names. God, the basics of the phases of the moon, and I forgot about it. And the Wiccans also believe in the Wheel of the Year. The Wheel of the Year is mostly about the changing of the seasons of the year for us, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall. Where 8 major holidays or Sabbaths, and Judaism and Hebrew origin, Sabbath or Sabbath for Hebrew means gathering and meeting, which is basically like a holiday, but Sabbaths. Provide regular occasions of the year for practitioners to honor the rules of the goddess and god to sustain life, and they also celebrate and honoring oh my goodness, I put the both times. I mean, I've written this in 1 a.m., so that's not surprising. Honoring the cycles and the seasons of life for the people. Wiccans do not believe in magic per se. Magic is merely a technique for working in the field of nature laws of the universe that results in a successful physical senses. Although I never really seen that in action, but I will someday if I find it online, if only. How and when Wicca came to be. Wicca is an invented tradition, kind of obvious. It was invented somewhere in between 1920 and the 1950, most likely in the 1940s in England. Wicca itself is a combination of various other older elements from the pagan era in Britain and Ireland and Western Europe before Christianity swept the continent, and here we are today. Before Christianity came to the present-day Great Britain, aside from all those traditional pagan views, Wicca was also influenced by ceremonial magic, dilemma, Freemasonry, spiritualism, and theosophy. Wicca also drew upon folk magic, or folk religion, and cunning folk, also known as folk healers. They are practitioners of folk medicine, folk magic, and divination. When did Wicca arrive to America? According to some sources, Wicca came over to America somewhere in 1962. As many Western movements whose people practice witchcraft and nature worship, some of them see Wicca as a religion based on pre-Christian traditions of Northern and Western Europe. After 1962 to the early 21st century, the explosion of popularity of Wicca and the interest of Wicca witchcraft skyrocketed, though Wicca was spread throughout England in the 1950s, which then spread to parts of Europe and then eventually to America. Oh, and just to say, I forgot to add the Wiccan High Priestess position. They are basically like the church pastors or priests and the leaders. They're basically the top dog of Wicca, of Wiccan religion, Wicca religions in some cases. Wicca is not just homogeneous, it's any different. I forgot to add that, so I apologize for that, because I wrote this a few days before, well, the due date today. Why is Wicca popular? Many people are now questioning why Wicca is gaining popularity and momentum among young people in America in recent years. Christianity is, as you all noticed, it's actually kind of in declining in recent years among young people, possibly because I would say they want to explore new religions. I couldn't really find that aside from they're not really interested in religion anymore. But the question on why Wicca is popular is because people want to be, good with nature, and they're seeking powers to perform magic, and they are attracted to one of the Wicca's ideas of good moral values like honesty. Other studies also show that young people of America is turning towards Wicca and paganism in general is because they feel, I would say, welcome, because Wicca and paganism is a different kind of religion where anyone could really join in, and unlike Christianity where they force you to be Christians. The Crusades and Native Americans is because and also they also believe in spiritualism than religion. Religiousism. Well, I didn't really. Well, it's not surprising per se, but spiritualism kind of sounds very sane to me, if you will. But thank you for listening to this unbearable presentation of my horribly put together slides of Wicca. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fail this one. But yeah, thank you for listening to this horrifyingly bad presentation.